Hello and welcome to another update about XRP. While XRP is still pushing higher, it is very important, I think, to stay up to date regarding the price chart. Obviously, yesterday we talked about this Elliott wave triangle here. You see this triangle shape on the chart where the price turned around in the micro support area and broke out to the upside. There are typically two ways how such a triangle can be traded. First of all, it's important to understand that triangle patterns are challenging anyway, right? Because they are a wave 4, usually. Could also be a B wave, but in this context, a wave 4. Wave 4s are generally difficult to trade because they are typically sideways correction. They produce fake outs, right? They're not like typical sharp corrections like these normal zigzag corrections that we often see, where we get somewhat a sharp pullback. No, zigzag corrections are normally clear, whereas these triangles in a wave 4 could also be a flat correction, but they are more sideways oriented. They often lead to fake breakouts, right? Higher lows, and then you don't really know. And as you can see here, it is a triangle pattern, but it was somewhat short. This E wave was quite short or weak. But I showed you in one of the previous videos that these E waves, they have no minimum target. I mean, it is, I would say, really short, but what we normally say is the first target is the 38.2 extension of the C wave. So that's how we measure targets in a triangle. Just to show you, to measure the target, so we have here a so-called A, B, C, D, E structure. And to measure a target for the C wave, we take the length of the A wave, and then we're looking for either the 38.2 extension, the 61.8, let me activate these, or even the 78.6. I don't know where we land now, but you see it reached the area. Yeah, it reached the area between the 61.8 and the 78.6. I mean, it's a volatile chart, but you could say it reacted here pretty much to the 61.8, nearly got to the 78.6. That's all okay. I would say these three are typical targets. 38.2, 61.8, 78.6, not the 100%, normally not. And then in similar ways, you know, you can calculate a target of wave D by measuring the length of the B wave, you know, and then you compare these. And then the other way around, to calculate the target for the E wave, we take the length of the C wave. And I mean, they're not really, you know, 100% accurate and everything. They're more like levels to watch. And the very first target here was the 38.2 extension. I mean, it nearly got there. I think it missed it by like not even a cent. So it did get very close. Didn't touch it, doesn't have to touch it. And that's what I mean, you know, it was a short E wave, but it wasn't in any way an invalidated structure or anything. But I just want to combine this here with an educational moment. Watch whenever we're dealing with a triangle, the 38.2 extension, 61.8 and the 78.6 extensions. And what we want in a triangle like that, A, B, C, D, E, that we get a breakout to the upside of the E wave. And as I said, there are two ways to trade this. Either buying the low of the C wave, because with the triangle you have a very clear invalidation point, which is the just below the A wave low. We don't want the C wave to go below the low of the A wave. Or you trade the breakout, right? Which would be a breakout above the B wave high. So in both cases, this triangle pattern helped us. And obviously with the pullback trade, you get a better entry, clearly. And yeah, it rallied to the $2 mark. I mean, that was the update yesterday or a couple of days ago that the next resistance is $2. It reached it. I mean, okay, like just below that, like 196, 197. It is the previous bull market high from 2021. And I've adjusted the micro support region that we're tracking here. So obviously it is resistance and the price has some difficulties to get above that level. And by the way, if you're interested in the long-term chart, I don't want to repeat that, but on the long-term chart, I talked about what the next upside levels are if we break above $2. We can take a quick look, but if you want to have a more in-depth update about the long-term chart, feel free to check out my previous video from earlier today. Now, if we now get a pullback, it is further upside extensions are possible, right? But these are the Fibonacci levels that can be watched. The wave count is now full. I mean, you can always extend a little bit higher in the short term, but we have to allow it to pull back into the support area, and we now extend it in a way that I would not be surprised if micro support breaks. So micro support starts at $1.73, then we have 167, 161, and 153 as relevant levels to watch here in this micro support region. and a reaction to it could, well, it could spark another extension, or at least another attempt to break above this green line, the resistance line, which is located here at 196, roughly the $2 mark, yeah. So these are the four levels that we need to watch. Any break below $1.42 will indicate a larger correction has started, and we can see that on the long-term chart. What that would mean, what does it mean long-term, or a break of micro support? And here you can see that we're exactly at that 2021 high. Now, what I want to show you, if we break above that $2 mark, then we are likely looking at 266 as next upside target. That's the next upside extension level for the blue third wave here on the long-term chart. Then we have the 325 level and even 420, but that would be quite a bit of a stretch. If we get a pullback, the next main support area, this is not micro support, this here is the main support area. We need first a break of micro support that I just showed you to suggest that this larger pullback is unfolding, and then we have support at 93.3. $1.11, so 93.3 cents, $1.11 and 1.39. So it's going to be really interesting. The price has not yet managed to break above the green line. And naturally, this is critical resistance. I mean, this is really key, very important. This is also the invalidation point for the triangle pattern that we have here on the long-term chart, because a sustained break above that $2 mark would, rule out the triangle and would indicate that we are just in that third wave. I mean, they would just move from one scenario to the other. I mean, at the moment they run in parallel, right? It's just that at this point, the yellow D wave should finish and the yellow E wave forming a higher low should start. So it's pretty much just a pivot that helps us distinguish between these scenarios. So at any point now, if we get a break above $2 and it's a sustained break, so not just $2.01 or $2.02, but something sustained, then yeah, it will be likely 266 next, and the green wave, or blue wave 3, sorry, is then unfolding. Yeah, that's the update about XRP. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. If you are interested in the membership, you can check out our channel page. There's a 2-minute video that explains the different membership tiers and perks. Lots of additional extras, including member-only videos. And as a gold member, you get access to Discord. Tomorrow we have our member live stream as well, so you can access those as well. And yeah, wish you a great Sunday. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.